I did a wife school episode where like her name's Auntie Jenny, and
oh, dude, she's awesome.
yeah, she's so funny. We did an episode where she was like, I could do a week of groceries on 35 pounds, and I was like,
what?
No, that's exactly what I said. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know she totally did it. But it was like
was that just rice and beans or something? Like,
no, it was. I mean, the episode. Check out Wife School with Pearl. You know, I don't, which I don't teach. By the way, everyone's like, Pearl teaches it. No, like we go through different like lessons or whatever. Right. But yeah, no, it was like a bunch of different food, but it was just like you had to know how to like cook it. You know what I mean? And the majority of us, like, we don't know how to cook. We don't know how to like do goddamn anything.
But the issue of like the girls that go on, say, Fresh and Fit, or the girls that go on your show, and they say, so what kind of guy are you looking for? It's like, well, he's got to make six figures and all that, because they're not, their mindset is not going to be, okay, well, I'm going to have a family and we're going to move outside the city and we're going to have chickens and we're going to, like, they would never countenance that.
It's so funny. There is, like, a movement of, like, these fake, like, the fake trad cons where it's like, and it's so funny. They're like, I just want to live in a farm and whatever, but I'm like, you live in an apartment in, like, a big city. When are you moving to this, like, do you, and the thing is, I grew up with chickens and ducks, like, and I'm not even going to pretend, like this ain't me, you know what I mean? But I know how to raise chicken. It's a lot of work. Like it's really disgusting. You got to like scoop up the poop, and I'm like, none of you ladies aren't gonna do this. And that's like the bare minimum. Like that's not sheep. Like I've done the bare minimum farm work. Like I'm like lowest on the totem pole. I'm like, chicks, you guys are not doing this shit.
But the old idea of just sort of right, we're gonna have a family, we're gonna sacrifice. I mean, that's certainly for a lot of these women and probably guys as well in these metropolitan areas, that's just gone out the window. Like nobody's thinking that anymore. They want to be they want to be in Miami, they want to be at the boat party, they want to, do you know what I'm saying? And like, what girl really is going to give that up? And that's why they're all competing for these, so-called elite top tier dudes.
Yeah. All right. Because she was explaining it to me. She's like, what do you really need to survive? You need food, shelter, and you need food, shelter, and clothes. But it's like you can pass on like she told me she felt like she could. I forgot what she said each kid cost a month, but it was way less than you'd think.
Yeah, and until like a kid's
if there's a will, there's a way.
High school doesn't really matter.
But we're too dumb. We don't know how to do anything. Like, do you know how to sew? I don't.
My dad used to do carpentry. My dad would build like bookcases, and, like proper, not from like IKEA stuff, like proper from original wood and stuff like that. I mean, people don't do that stuff anymore.
Right. Well, it's like crazy too because we have the most information in human history. We could literally go onto YouTube here and learn literally anything. You can learn how to farm on fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
And people are like,
I can give you like an in-depth channel analysis. I can do your thumbnails and your titles, but I cannot sew. Sorry, guys.
But it's become this world of specialists and stuff too as well and stuff because you have to specialize and be like a niche expert in order to be known for anything at all and stuff like that. It's very hard unless you've already been famous or like you were a niche expert. This is what we tell people when we have students ask us about YouTube, we tell them like you have to hyper niche into one coin and hopefully you pick the right coin because if it goes bad, right? But you pick a good coin, you do really well, and then from there you can be more general. It's the same thing for everything else. You hyper niche into some industry, whatever the fuck it is. You get popping and you get known for that, and then you can start branching out. Like Bradley Martin, for an example, right? He's super big, cool dude and stuff. Was all bodybuilding and working out in the gym, and now is doing like more of a podcast and becoming more of like an interviewer and stuff like that. And this is what a lot of people do and stuff. Like, I mean, you could start off like hyper niched into like game or hyper niched into whatever it is, femcells or like school, and then go into something else later on.
Have you ever thought about how like social media changes how we interact? I was like watching like high schoolers from like videos of high schoolers from like 20 years ago. I'm like, wow, I don't even know what the world was like without smartphones.
It's pretty trippy.
They came for me in like when I was in 8th grade.
Right. Like, I mean, I just remember, like, I remember being in middle school. The shit was like, we didn't have any phones until like, I would say like maybe the end of my 6th grade year. And people started getting flip phones and stuff like that. And then basically it was the girls who got the phones first, and every guy ran to get a phone because the moment you got a phone, you got to get their number. It was like there was like when Instagram first launched, everyone could get a super amount of followers. It was that same shit. So I remember like in my middle school, as soon as you got a phone, every girl would just give you their number and stuff like. You're like, fuck yeah, dude. and then but that was kind of the advantage. So it was really like girls who like, at least from what I've seen, that like made everyone want to get phones, basically.
Yeah. Classic. We just spend money.
Spend money.
We just spend.
You enslaved us.
Yeah. We're like, Dad.
but yeah, we've grown softer because of social media. We've gained a lot because of social media, but we've also been hurt a lot. I mean, relationships. I mean, we like it is kind of weird. We shouldn't actually know. Like the rich have always been rich. They've always done fuck shit, orgies, or whatever the fuck they're doing, degeneracy, and good things and bad things, right? Living in these great and amazing homes. But 9 times out of 10, you would have never seen it, or you would have seen a little bit, and that's it. But it's being shown in your face every single fucking day. You have these 21-year-olds, they're showing off they have all this fucking money, and like, dude, half these 21-year-olds in Dubai are fucking broke in their line. Or they're selling you a drop shipping course and stuff, and very few of them are making money on that and stuff like that. And like, but you could, Charlie, you could, right?
Right.
Well, and the other thing is, I was talking to this older woman about this. I think she was like my Uber driver, and she was saying how back in the day, like you would watch the music awards or whatever, and you would realize like that's not real life. Yeah. But the problem with women now is like we think that those men are like real life, because a lot of times like, you know, average chicks have access to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like even like that lifestyle. Yeah. But she was like, we knew that like, okay, you turn on the TV, you go to that event, but that's not real. But like now it's like we almost think this stuff is real.
Yeah. Right? But that's what's really screwed up the dating market as well, isn't it? You know, the whole thing. And Rollo wrote his essay about this several years ago, talking about the global dating marketplace. Because now, like you said, theoretically, you know, an average to middling sort of girl, if she's, you know, relatively cute, can get dudes from like Miami or bloody, I don't know, the south of France or whatever, like
small town girl.
Dubai, DMing her and all of that. And even if she doesn't take up those opportunities, because not everyone is obviously going to, it's going to skew her perception of her value within the dating market. So, you know, Joe, who works down the local garage, is suddenly going to seem less attractive to her, you know, because she's looking at these dudes with like the 12-pack and everything else.
So unless you have like really strong day game or something like, or night game, some of the best chicks are just they're not even in your area anymore.